In today's video, we're talking about Premier African Minerals, the dream that has become a nightmare, that has become an absolute shit show.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.
Welcome back everyone to Buy Wholesale. It has been, again, another couple of weeks. Hard to believe time is flying. But we have missed a couple more weeks in the Premier African Minerals dream. We have been keeping an eye on it, and to be honest, while there's been a lot of RNSs, I will just summarize it in this phrase: same shit, different day. So let's dive into it in a high level, because there's really no point talking too much detail about this, because it has been the same shite that has been coming out of this company since 2017. Go in, dare you. I challenge you all to go in, open up every RNS since 2017 and read the updates. It's always the final step. Progress is good. Delivery soon. Mining soon. Production soon. Soon. The only thing that's been consistent and actually delivered on is further dilution. More dilution. More selling, more need for money, more dilution, and more dilution. That has been consistent. You have to give George where credit is due. He has consistently diluted us, and he has never, ever came up with any other solution other than dilution. And that's where I applaud you for your consistency. What developments have we got? Well, let's kick it off with the force majeure. Yes, another force majeure within the last 12 months. Must be 12 months. Can't remember when the last one was, but it was a good one. People that have only been invested in Prem for maybe 4 years, it was a new obstacle that was put in front of us due to CanMax and all this issues. We're stopping payment, and we are doing another force majeure. The longer we're not producing, the contractors are saying, mate, like, we signed up to something here. We've signed up to do work. You're not allowing us to do work, and as a result, I have to pay my staff, my men. I'm losing out on other opportunities for this shit show. Any chance of compensating us, which in my opinion is more than fair, George, and the force majeure is really, really poor in just a way of stopping good, honest people that have turned up to work. They turned up to do their part of the bargain, and you have not delivered, yet they are expected to just fund all that themselves and be out of pocket. It's very, very poor. So he's called a force majeure because, frankly, he doesn't have the money. He's spent it on finer things in life. Now for some positive news. You ready for the positive news? This came out on October 16th. We have a resource update. Premier African Minerals announced a significant upgrade to their mineral resource, guys. It means that the resource, the stuff that we have, is more valuable than ever. We're talking about a further 23% increase. I mean, this is unbelievable. This thing has been increased year after year, RNS after RNS. I mean, this resource must be the best resource in the entire world. It's such a shame that they don't know how to get it out of the ground, so it's worthless. Unfortunately, the good news had to end, because the next day then we got another update on the plant. So we were taking the final step. I did the video. We're about to take the final step. We need to get the final bit of money. We found this piece of machinery. We're going to buy it, and this has to be, because it's been working on this for 8 years now. It has to be the final piece of the puzzle. Well, that's not quite the case, because the company released another update on October 17th outlining some issues with grade and recovery. So we're still having issues with grade and recovery. I feel like getting on a plane and going over here and digging some up myself, guys, because I think I would do a better job. So this great stuff that we've got in the ground, and they've done all the tests, and it's all great. They just can't seem to get it quite out of the ground at that grade. Is anyone else just losing the will to live? Well, thankfully you don't need to lose the will to live, because George has identified the problem and he's got the solution. Dilution. It's going to be cost efficient, supposedly. He's going to add inserts into the cleaning process, and that's going to fix the problem this time. And it's been noted as a step in the right direction. I mean, we've done this many steps now. I don't know if I'm going forward, backwards, sideways, left, right. Don't know. Is it one step forward, 2 steps back? Is the final step, the final countdown? Is it the one last step before the final step? Is it the biggest step yet to date? I don't know, but all I know is I feel like I'm in a line dance. I feel like I'm doing the hokey pokey, and I'm sick of doing the dancing. Can we just get the digging and get the stuff out the other end? Because the dancing, I didn't sign up to be a dance. If I wanted to do dance, I would have signed up to Just Dance. I didn't want to do dancing or stepping or sidestepping. I want to do one step and one step only. The step that it takes to get the stuff out of the ground, in the machine and out the other end, and into a big bag and make money. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get clarity at the GM. I'm actually 100% sure we'll get clarity at the GM, because the last time the comment section wasn't working, I'm sure we've taken the right step to sort that issue out, and we will have that at the GM meeting. Oh, that's right, the GM meeting was postponed. It's been rescheduled now for November the 11th, because I'm going to be able to live stream this one and record it, which I'm really excited about. We will be able to hopefully ask George Roche these questions. I'll ask him, listen, there's a Scottish band called the Proclaimers that did a song, I Would Walk 1,000 Miles. I feel like we've done that 10 times over by this stage, and I'm still not sure what direction I'm facing. So George, can you tell me, are we nearly there? Is this the final step? Is this a long line of steps? Where is the steps? Are you talking about the band of steps? I don't know anymore. I really, really don't know. I'm hoping to get all these answers. But let's look at the share price, because it has reacted positively to all these steps that we have taken. No point looking at any technical analysis, because technical analysis on Premier African Minerals has went long out the window. But let's have a look. On the year, down 91%. Year to date, 81%. 6 months, 77%. But we're up 41%. On the week, 3%. And on the day, 2%. So if you look at it from a short time frame, i.e. the last month, Premier African Minerals looks good. But if you strip it back on the all time, it looks horrible. And on the 5 year, it is horrible. It's horrible really from any direction that you want to look at. But if we take the right step this time, I am very confident that Premier African Minerals is going to turn this all around. Now, one last thing I want to talk about is the CanMax rumours. Are they going to buy us out? Are they going to fund us? There was a lot of rumours this week. I chose to take a step out of it, watch people's comments, let them talk. Nothing official, nothing meaningful that came out. If anything, there was information that was leaked that looks like CanMax have actually decided to go elsewhere with their funding. I don't blame it. I actually said it about 6 months ago, maybe even longer, so about 8 months ago. If I were CanMax and I was looking at this, because everyone keeps saying, oh, as long as CanMax in, I'm still in. I'm still in. You're probably still in. But let's be honest, if we had a new 8 months ago, this is where we would have been 100%. We all would have been out, including CanMax. CanMax have done what we've all done. They've probably just held and hoped and prayed for a miracle. But at the same time, they've got a natural investment in them that it's probably just as beneficial for them to hold, because if Prem go bust, they're going to be able to swoop in and buy all this. And I've said that for a long time. I actually believe that CanMax are looking for us just to be either come so on our knees that they can swoop in and buy us out for virtually nothing, or they will actually come in and just take what they want from Premier African Minerals. I mean, there is more than just the Zulu project with Prem, but let's be honest, why we invested in Prem was purely for the Zulu project, and it just feels like it's just never going to come. I mean, I'm all about being in the trenches and, digging deep and riding through the hard times. We've done it a lot. We've held things a lot on this channel through the hard times, and we've continually invested in it because of the difficult times maybe are affecting the stock, but the fundamentals are strong. The fundamentals are not strong here. The resource maybe is brilliant, but if you can't work out how to get it out when you've been doing this for over a decade, it's concerning. It's massively, massively concerning. And when all you hear about is taking the next step, and the step is, you're walking in the walls at this stage, I don't know what else to say about Premier African Minerals other than George needs to go. I don't think he's up to it. We've been saying that for a long time. It's unfortunate. I wish he was, but the guy keeps telling us that this is the last piece, this is the last step, the last thing we need. So I'll dilute you. And then it's only a week later, and then it's another item that he needs and fixes. I mean, how many times have we fixed this machine? Like, why was it so badly broke? Why don't we have the answers to any of these questions? Why aren't we not paying contractors when they're due money? I mean, the force majeure is a terrible, terrible place for us to be in. We're literally not paying people money that we have shook their hands and said, listen, we'll get you to production. We're going to need you. Can you stand by ready for that? Yeah, no problem. They're standing there waiting for work to be done, but they can't because George is taking the final step. And at this stage, George must be just walking around one step and walking like that. I don't know what George is doing now, but I can imagine on site they're looking at it going, this is some operation we got going on here. I don't know what else to say, but listen, that's the update. I'm laughing my way through it. I have kissed goodbye to the 20 odd grand that I had in it. It's thankfully with Bitcoin and Tesla and the Donald Trump dream, a lot of this money has been recovered back in the last few weeks/months. You've got to move on with your lives. I haven't bought any Prem in about 9 months, maybe longer now. I have no intentions of buying any Premier African Minerals until, and I've said this before, until we get something concrete. See, this resource upgrade means nothing to me now. I've heard it too many times. It means nothing. It is irrelevant. The only thing that's going to make me reinvest Prem is either a huge backing, the funds are secure without diluting us, or we actually start delivering and start turning the machine the way it should be. Or maybe even George Roche leaves. I don't know if that would be enough for me. I think I need fundamental grounds, like serious fundamental grounds. Funding's key, guys. We're going to go bust. And I've been saying it for a long time. We will go bust. We have no money. And it doesn't look like we're going to have any money coming in because we can't get the thing working and no one wants to invest in us anymore. So being as honest as I can, it's been a terrible period, but we've had our ups and downs on Prem for the last 4 years, and unfortunately there's been more downs over recent. But that's the video. If you have found it informative, if you can, please like, subscribe, help us grow the channel. I'll chat these in the Discord. But look, honestly, there's a lot more to invest in than just Prem. Prem's high risk, high reward. Hopefully not too many people are burned, and hopefully we will see brighter days. I'm going to continue holding what I have, and only time will tell.